connect.
Achana na video. Kwa hivyo kwa sawa nianze.
Changamka.
Shaanza. Yes, good evening class.
Good evening, madam.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see.
Okay. Welcome to my class. Today we learn about computer repair and maintenance. So my name is Madam Saul Gloria, and the lesson objectives for today is identification of computer parts done as per the manufacturer's manual. So the first thing, we will start with identification of computer parts. So identification of computer parts according to the manufacturer's manual is crucial for proper maintenance, upgrades, and troubleshooting. So the manual provides detailed information about the specific components, the location, and the functions. So here is a guide on how to identify computer parts using the manufacturer's manual. So the first thing you need to do is to gather necessary resources. So before starting, you need to gather the computer's manufacturer's manual, like for example, a flashlight and any necessary tools for opening the computer case. The next thing you need to locate the manual. So the manufacturer's manual can usually be found online. So if you purchase a computer or a device without the manual, you can always search for it online. So you take the model number of the machine and you search for the model number online. After that, you identify the computer type. So depending on the type of machine you want to identify, the type of machine you're using. So like it can be a laptop computer, it can be a desktop, it can be a smartphone, or it can be a tablet. So you need to identify the type of computer you're using so that you can be able to find the specific manual so that you can use it to identify the computer parts. Another thing is to, after identifying, you open the computer case. So for the desktop, you carefully remove the side panel to access the internal components. So laptops may require more intricate disassembly. So you always refer to the manual for specific instructions. After that, you refer to the manual's instructions. So the manuals always has different illustrations. You can have images that you can see how the disassembling is done so that you do the right thing. After that, you match components to descriptions. So the manual will also provide descriptions of each component, including the function, the appearance, and location. So that you need to match the physical components to the descriptions in the manual so that you know that you're doing the right thing. Next, you pay attention to the labels and markings. So the manual has each device, each component in the instruction manual has different labels and markings so that you can be able to easily know what you are handling. After that, you can use online resources. So if you encounter unfamiliar components, you can always search for information online so that you can know what you're dealing with, or you can always search in YouTube. Then you seek professional assistance. So if you're, let's say you're in the process of disassembling a computer, opening your desktop, laptop, and you find that there's something that's challenging you. So always seek for professional assistance. So look for someone who knows how to deal with these things and he or she can assist you. Then after that, let's go to electrical safety. So electrical devices have certain power requirements. So AC adapters are manufactured for specific laptops. So exchanging AC adapters with a different type of laptop or device may cause damage to both the AC adapter and the laptop. So let me ask the class, what is the meaning? What is AC in full? Anyone? What do you mean by AC? AC in full? What is AC in full? Anyone who knows the meaning of AC in full? Samuel?
Alternating cable.
Yes. Come again, please.
Alternating cable.
Alternating cable. Okay, so you can have that as your assignment. Go and find the full meaning of AC. Then after that, some printer parts such as power supplies contain high voltage. So you should always check the printer manual for the location of high voltage components. So NB, you should always follow electrical safety guidelines to prevent electrical fires, injuries, and fatalities. Then you have something called ESD safety, how we can protect ourselves from ESD. ESD is electrostatic discharge. So ESD can occur when there is a buildup of an electric charge that exists on a surface which comes into contact with another differently charged surface. So ESD can cause damage to computer equipment if not discharged properly. So at least 3,000 volts of static electricity must build up before a person can feel ESD. So we have different recommendations that you can follow to prevent ESD damage. So ESD can really damage our devices like the motherboard and the different components inside the CPU. So to prevent this, we need to first keep all the components in an anti-static bag until you're ready to install them. The second thing, you use grounded mats on the workbenches. So remember that where you're standing, you can place a grounded mat so that whenever you're opening the machine, the ESD electrostatic discharge will not damage your machine. Next, you use grounded floor mats in the work areas, and you use anti-static wrist wraps when working inside the computers. So that was our lesson for today. We learned how to identify computer parts as per the manufacturer's manual and about electrical safety. So for your assignment, you will state the step-by-step procedure on how to disassemble CPU parts. So I'll expect this assignment in my next lesson. So you make sure you clearly state and explain the step-by-step procedure. The first thing you need to do before disassembling a computer in a procedural manner. So I hope you've learned something, and see you in my next class. Any question? Anyone with a question before we stop? Anyone with a question before we stop? Okay, so if there's no question, let's meet in our next lesson. Thank you for your time and have a lovely evening.
You too, Mwalimu.